Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Juice Junior Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 25. And you may be wondering, Juice, why is Juice Jr. in a Tigers uni? And I will have you know that the St. Louis Cardinals absolutely suck. And we had to get out of there as quick as possible. So we asked for a trade, and the trade that came back was the Detroit Tigers. Detroit basketball. But it's baseball. We have arrived in Detroit, and you may notice we are starting here in the off season because I have done the dang thing, and I have gotten all the way to the year 2030, where we now can simulate to the off season and actually have a big time free agency bid for us where we can sign a massive contract. And I'm hoping that it's for the Cincinnati Reds because I'd like to play for the Reds. That's one place that Juice Sr. never got to play. I'd like to be in Cincinnati, but we'll see what happens. So here is a little bit of a recap of what went down. First off, let's take a look at awards because I want to show you something real big. We didn't win any significant awards during the simulation because you know how the MLB simulation be. It sucks. So, and I wasn't going to play every single game. So we didn't win any other awards except for the ones we won during the rookie year that we played in the last couple episodes. But you may notice we have a playoff MVP and a World Series MVP. We actually won the 2028 World Series with this Detroit Tigers roster. I'll put up a picture right now of the team with the trophy, all that kind of stuff. You should be seeing it right now. We won the World Series with the Detroit Tigers. It was super awesome. We got playoff MVP, we got World Series MVP, we did all that good stuff. But these are our pitching numbers. Now, I want to mention something. Juice Jr. is super injury prone. I don't know what it is about him, but he is his durability is 50. He's super injury prone. So Juice Jr. got hurt almost every single season. He missed in 2026 when we went to the St. Louis Cardinals. He got hurt for half the year. Well, not half the year, but he got hurt for the last month and a half of the year. It was kind of annoying. And then he got hurt in 2027 for a few games. He got hurt in 2028 for a few games, hurt in 29 for a few games, and he got hurt a lot in 2030. And these are the numbers that we have. So our career numbers as of right now do not look that good. We have a career 292 batting average. We have 234 career home runs. We have 860 career hits. As far as starting pitching numbers go, we have 61 career wins, 826 career strikeouts, and a career ERA of 3.64. You may notice that the ERAs are really bad. The pitching numbers were god-awful in simulation. I couldn't do anything about it. So it is what it is. But I wasn't going to play every single outing of every single game in every single season because that would have taken me forever. So we just live with the numbers that they are, and we are now here in the off season of the Detroit Tigers 2030 season where we will be leaving the Detroit Tigers and getting a new contract from hopefully a really solid team. Corbin Carroll's here? Was he here? I was going to say, I didn't think he was here for the World Series run. He just got here. That's pretty cool. But this is the time that we spent. So we obviously, you saw the rookie year that we had with the Mets. Then you saw us get traded to the Cardinals. And then that's where we jumped to in the future. So we played the 2020 season, half the 2020 season with the Cardinals and half the 2020 season with the Tigers. And then the last 3 years, so we've been here with the Tigers for 3.5 years. We were with the Cardinals for a year and a half and the Mets for a half a year. So that's kind of our career trajectory. And now we will be entering the offseason and hopefully signing with a new team. So any big-time Hall of Famers? Just Freddie Freeman. That's a big name. He's a good player. Let's see what we've got in store for us here. Oh, and by the way, I didn't even mention we played in the playoffs and lost to the Texas Rangers. So congrats on becoming a free agent. It's a huge milestone. I'm ready to take big time money. They better be offering me massive contracts. I want to get paid. I'm really, let's see, I want a better shot at playing on a championship team. Do I want to say I want to get paid? Because that could mean I go to a bad team. I obviously want to play at a championship team. I'm going to say that. I want to play on a championship team, even if that means I'm not getting a massive contract, the type of contract that Juice Sr. got. The benefit of being a Nepo baby is the fact that we don't really need money now. Juice Sr. made all the money we could ever need. So, along with all the endorsements he got off the field. So, we're set up for life with money. So, the money that we make is just icing on the cake. So, I guess that's a benefit. We have the Tigers offering us a 3-year contract for $66.6 million. I don't think I'm going to accept that, not right now at least. I want to see what kind of other offers. Here we go. So the Red Sox have withdrawn their contract offer before. Well, that's rude. The Astros, the Rangers, and the Pirates. The Tigers, by the way, withdrew their contract offer, so we can't go back to Detroit. The Pirates, the Rangers, and the Astros. All very interesting offers. The Yankees withdrew their... Oh, I'd like to go to the Yankees, that's for sure. The 91 and 71 Pirates, that's interesting. I don't think I want to go there. I could consider it. I want to see what other teams are offering. The Yankees are back in. The Yankees are back in. Oh, here we go. Do we sign with the Yankees? We just got drafted by the Mets. Would that be diabolically cruel to go sign with the Yankees for a 3-year, $70 million deal? It'd be the reverse Juan Soto, starting with the Yankees and then go into the Mets. We start with the Mets and go into the Yankees. Obviously, I know he didn't start with the Mets, but you get what start with the Yankees, but you know what I mean. The Rangers, the Pirates, and the Yankees are all offering me a contract. I kind of want to play for the Yankees, but Juice Sr. also played for the Yankees. He also signed a 10-year contract with the Rangers. That was the big contract that Juice Sr. signed, which I'm not going to do this time around. I'm not signing a 10-year deal with any team. That's for sure. I kind of want to sign with New York. I think that might be awesome. Pitch in Yankee Stadium for a couple of years. We'd probably have to shave the beard. I know that they loosened up the restrictions that the Yankee team always had, where you have to be clean-shaven or a mustache. You can't have a beard. But I might still follow those rules. I kind of want to sign with New York. I kind of do. We'd be the second best pitcher overall-wise on their team, on their roster. I kind of want to sign with New York. It's a little crazy, considering we got drafted by the Mets number 1 overall. If I... Give me $24 million per year. Give me $24 million per year, and we can, for 3 years, and we can have ourselves a contract. The Yankees have chosen to accept your 3-year offer, and we are a New York Yankee for the next 3 years. Wow. We are a New York Yankee for the next 3 seasons. Now, obviously, we're not going to see much of the Yankees. We'll play a few series in this episode with the Yankees to start the year. But we will, the next time you see us, it'll be hopefully in the postseason of year number 3. Oh, I can't believe it. We're actually a New York Yankee. Just like our papa. Just like Juice Sr., we are a New York Yankee. We also have some packages that I did not open. We have 4 of them that I was saving to open on camera here with you guys. It's probably not going to be anything great. A diamond bat's useful, but we already have a diamond bat, I'm pretty sure. And I don't think diamond bats make any difference. Like, there's not one diamond bat that's better than the other. I think they all do the same thing. So, if we get some diamond, like, gloves or something, or diamond sunglasses, something like that, that'd be pretty sick. But looks like we're just getting a bunch of silver stuff, unfortunately. Get anything else? Oh, another diamond bat. We got a lucky coin. Nothing too crazy in those packages. But there's nothing really ever crazy in those packages, to be fair. All right, so we get a couple diamond bats, but like I said, we're already rocking the CBAR1 Maple, which none of these other do anything else, so might as well just stick with what we're rocking with. And then we've got, we got the other bat, I forgot about that. Then we got the batting gloves. We're already rocking gold batting gloves, so fielding glove, we already got a gold glove. We've got gold cleats. Don't have anything there. No. All right, we're pretty good. We are pretty good to go. But let's take a look at this roster first. What do the Yankees have here in 2031? Jason Dominguez is a 93. So we are the second best pitcher on the roster. Cole Reagans is here. How long has he been here? He's been here for a couple years. Shohei's here. He just signed. He signed with us. He was in the same draft or same free agency class as we were. And he's 36 years old. And he got 46 mil per year. That's crazy, Shohei. That's diabolical. You're 36 years old. He's coming off of a 9-9 season where he had 4.66 ERA. What did he slug? He was slugging 446, 28 home runs. He's significantly fallen off. He's significantly regressed. That's crazy. But he's here. He's in the starting rotation. That's kind of insane. You got two-way players as starting pitchers on your roster. That's crazy. You got a Justin Martinez closer. Tyler Stevenson's the catcher. Okay, so he's moving around from Minnesota. He's been moving around a lot. Jeez. Pete Alonso is now a New York Yankee. He's been a New York Yankee for a long time. He got left the Mets a long time ago. A few years after we left. That's kind of crazy. He's been a Yankee for a while. Matt McClain is here. His second season in New York. The third base is a little bit bad. We might have to switch back to third base because third base is kind of rough for the Yankees. Sebastian Walcott, young prospect. He's got some talent. Okay. Then you got Jason Dominguez, you got Spencer Jones, and you got Aaron Judge. Wow, that's a crazy outfield. Okay. This Yankee team's got some potential. This Yankee team's definitely got some potential. But we can't play for the Yankees unless we change our appearance. I know they got rid of the rule that you had to do this, but I still want to do it because in my mind it's still something the Yankees do. So if we go to the hair, let's change our punk hawk and let's go to something a little bit more New York Yankee. What's a little bit more New York Yankee for us? Maybe a little headband twist. That could be a little Yankee. We could go bald. That'd be hilarious. We could go bald. Let's see. What do we want to go? That's not New York Yankee for sure. We might get there eventually, but that's not New York Yankee. I kind of want to go like the twist, maybe the fade flat. We could go with that. Or the taper fade. Taper fade might not be bad. The Jersey Shore's not a bad one. The Vikings kind of similar to what we just had. The Wild Thing. The Pompadour. The parted middle. We probably should start progressing towards longer hair. Because eventually we're going to have super long hair. At least that's what I'm thinking. Maybe the retro flip wouldn't be bad. The retro flip doesn't look bad. Let's do that. Let's do the retro flip. And we'll change the beard to some sort of trimmed up mustache / goatee combination. We'll do something like... Let's see. We'll do something like... You can see my face scan. My actual beard in real life is... The beard came through in the face scan. It's kind of funny. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We'll do... some sort of goatee. I just can't find the right one that I like. The goatee full is fine. I kind of like the Euro, if I'm being honest. And then we'll go with a stubble. We'll go with a stubble for the rest of it. Although it's not super long. Maybe we just go for a normal beard and then just make it stubble. Let's try it. So let's go full beard A. That's not... I don't like that. I don't like that as much. We could go with that. That looks fine. A little stubble on the full beard and then the mustache. Yeah, that's a Yankee right there. That's a New York Yankee. Let's go. They have me wearing number 11. Unfortunately, I can't change that, I don't think. No, I can't change the Yankee number. They got me wearing number 11. Whatever. We've changed a lot of numbers throughout this time. All right, now the juice looks clean. He's ready to go for being a Yankee. So we're going to sim spring training, advance to the regular season, and we will debut for the Yankees in today's episode. We'll play the first... we'll probably play the first two series, maybe? Or at least the first series, because we're going to be pitching. So probably only the first series, since we're going to be pitching against Arizona. And then we will simulate all 3 years of the Yankees, of our career as a Yankee, and then get to, hopefully, the postseason in the third year, the final year, and then sign a new contract. That's kind of how we do things here in the Juice Road to the Show. So let's get into it. Diamondbacks are up first. We are going to be playing DH, and leading off? Okay, I'm here for it. Let's go earn some tokens so we can upgrade our bat a little bit more, because we've upgraded our pitching. We need to upgrade that bat a little bit more. But let's debut for the Yankees, man. We signed a contract. We're playing where our papa played all those years ago, and I think won a World Series with the Yankees, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. But let's go lead off for the New York Yankees. We are playing against Chase Dollander, debuting for the Yankees. Wow, we signed a 3-year deal. And we are, oh, that's not good. A leadoff ground out to third base is not how you want to start your career for the New York Yankees. We've played in New York before, obviously got drafted by the Mets. We know the deal. But we want to impress the boys. Show them why they paid all that money to bring us in. Ooh, and I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't played Road to the Show in a little minute. So, I'm a little bit rusty here in the debut. We got a dynamic challenge here. Thankfully, we're just DHing. This is exactly what I want. I want to be pitcher DH. That's the role that I want. But I don't think that's going to be the role that I'm going to get consistently. And we are 0 for 3 in our first ever Yankee appearance. Okay. I can't seem to find the hits. The hits are not coming my way. 0 for 3 on debut. A little embarrassing, if you ask me. This is what the Yankees paid all that money for? They're probably thanking the lucky stars that they only got a 3-year contract for me, because I am 0 for 4. Wow, I don't think I've ever gone 0 for 4 in my entire life. We just went 0 for 4. I just couldn't find the hit. That's crazy. 0 for 4 on debut. And now we will pitch. So our first ever hitting performance didn't necessarily go very well. But now we will take the mound against the Arizona Diamondbacks. This is the first time I've also pitched in a while, so I might be a little bit rusty here as well. But it's nice to be back on the mound. This guy was a first-round pick in 2025 by the Diamondbacks. Good for him. Orville. I like your popcorn. But he is down 0-2 against the most dangerous strikeout pitcher in baseball. Here comes the high heat, the stinkiest of all the cheeses. He couldn't handle it. And you know what they say, if you can't handle the heat, get out of that kitchen. Gavin Lux with a fastball right down the middle. I have been doing some training in those weekly off-day training things that you get. I have been upgrading a lot of my individual pitches, control and break and speed and all that kind of stuff. So you may have noticed that my fastball is now up to a 99. Yeah, that's it's gotten up there because of all those I haven't still put any tokens into individual pitches. I've just been doing the weekly off-day training stuff, like in the bullpen or in the field or whatever. And that's how it's gotten up like that. So that's really all I've done. But that was a good first pitching debut there with the first inning. But I like to get on base here. I've got a 0 average. A 0 average. Because I can't seem to find the baseball. 7 feet outside the foul pole. Come on, Juice. Figure it out. There we go. That's our first hit as a Yankee. It's not the home run I was looking for, but at least it's a hit. We take those. And now we come back to the mound. Connor Wong. Connor Wong to the plate. He got here in 2029, so he's been here for a couple of years at least. He stares at a sinker, and this is the perfect time to send that slider away. He's not going to be able to handle it. Oh, he actually did. That slider's up to 87 miles an hour. And he's able to knock it out into foul territory. But the sweepy boy could not handle the sweeper. It's a tough pitch to hit. It's a tough pitch to hit. I understand. Jonathan Aranda hitting 5 in the Diamondbacks order. Let's drop a little sinker in there. See what they do with that. He sends it to shortstop. It's caught in the glove by, I forget who that was. It was the young rookie, wasn't it? Or young prospect. I don't think he was a rookie. Maybe he was. But it is the second out of the inning. And that is a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. We can get up to 100 if thrown in the right spot. So we have gotten our fastball into a very promising position. And I'm going to chuck one past him right here. Trevor Hoover. It's a Hoover vacuum. You can't handle it. You suck. He goes down swanging. We get a package out of that too, so that's nice. Rico Salazar hitting 7 for the Yankees. He got acquired from the Royals in 2028, so he's been here for a good minute. And 2028 was the year that we won the World Series with the Detroit Tigers, the Detroit Tigers. Swing and a miss on the slider. Couldn't handle it. That's straight sauce right there. Already 4 strikeouts for the Juice. Who's coming up next? We've got ourselves Slade Caldwell hitting 500 through a game in a couple innings. I just wish that we didn't start so poorly in that first game. That was ugly. 0 for 4. 0 for freaking 4. Crazy. A high heat fastball blows it by him, as it always does. Already 5 strikeouts. A good angle camera, man. Put those on TMZ. Johnny Rosales fouls off a fastball. Let's give him a sweeper. Not going to be able to handle it. He can't touch the sweeper. Oh. Well, nobody can touch the sweeper because it goes way out of the zone. Okay. Back to the fastball then. Right in the corner. We're painting. Call me a property brother because I'm painting. Here comes the sinker. He fouls it off. Unbelievable. You know what? I'm going to throw the pitch we haven't thrown at all today. The knuckler. You can't handle the knuckler. Oh, it's disgusting. It's absolutely dirty. It's diabolical. It's a swing and a miss. Another strikeout. We're dominating here in New York to start this game against the Diamondbacks. James Woods in Texas for the Rangers now. I'd love to hit my first career home run as a Yankee. I'd have to go back to Juice's stats, Juice Senior stats, and see how many home runs he hit as a Yankee, because I think he only spent 2 years there as a Yankee, and we'll spend 3 years here. So, and I won't ask for a trade like I did for. Oh, there it is. There's the first home run. I won't ask for a trade during the off-season or off-camera simulation like I did with the Cardinals. The Cardinals were so bad. They were losing like 80, 90 games a year, and I couldn't play for that. So I had to get out of there. I had to move on, and I just happened to get onto a good Tigers team where we won a World Series. We could have won another one, but we got some bad sim luck in the postseason, and just didn't get the job done. But we got one, which was nice. So at least Juice Jr. will not end his career without a World Series ring. His father, how many did Juice Sr. have? Man, I gotta do some research and some remembering on how good of a career Juice Sr. ended up with. I think he had 12 championships, because we got like 6 with the Guardians, and then we won like 2. I think we won at least 1 or 2 with the Yankees. We got one with, I think, the Mets as well. The Dodgers, I think we got one. Man, I know we didn't get any. I don't think we got any with the Rangers. Maybe we got 1 with the Rangers in the 10 years. I don't remember. I know we ended with a bunch of them, but I can't remember exactly how many. It's going to be tough to live up to that high mark that Juice Sr. put out there. I mean, he's the all-time home run leader. He's the all-time hits leader. He's the all-time RBI leader. He's the all-time everything leader, basically. So it's going to be tough to try to battle that. But Juice Jr.'s already carved out a pretty solid career for himself, even if it was to end, let's say, after this year. I don't think it's not going to, obviously, but if his career ended after this season, he'd have a World Series. He's not a Hall of Famer yet, but he'd have a World Series. He'd have a Rookie of the Year. He'd have an MVP and a Cy Young. So I'd say his career went pretty well. It just didn't last as long, but it's still going to go long. We're only 27. Only 27. Remember, we also did something that Juice Sr. never did. He never played in college and went to the college championship and won that. We did that as well. So we've got accolades that Juice Sr. don't have. We got a college national championship. We got a high school national championship. We got everything. And we're about to strike out another player. Another little jabroni. Never mind. He's going to pop it up behind home plate. Can the catcher get there? I don't think he can. It's going to go into the stands, and we're going to hit him with a knuckler. Nobody can handle the knuckler. Not even the catcher can handle it that time. You know what? Back to the fastball. You want to get a piece of it? How about I blow right by you this time? 102! 102 on the fastball. Juice is throwing straight gasoline. That's crazy, 102. That's what I'm talking about. And speaking of 102, that ball is crushed. It's 107. Exit velo off the bat. That is crazy. A 3-run shot to left field, giving himself a little bit more insurance. It's 5-0. Yankees lead over the Diamondbacks. Little grounder to the shortstop. He fields on to first, and that is the first out. I am curious to see how good simulation is to Juice here on the Yankees, because when I was simulating with the Tigers, the pitching numbers were just tremendously bad. Like, I was losing so many games. I didn't want to jump in because it was going to take so long, and I just wanted to sim so I could start the next episode, and I just had to take it. We just had to live with it. That's why our hitting average is so low. It's under 300 for the career, which is not something we want. We want to have it in the 400s for the career, most likely. Another big slider. How many strikeouts is that? Are they going to show me? No, they're not going to show me here. We'll have to strike out somebody else here. We already have gotten to the top of the 7th. We're flying by in this episode. We're at the top of the 7th. We're going to throw a sinker here on Orville. He's not going to be able to handle it. Yep, can handle it. And then we're going to go back and pump him with a fastball. He's not going to be able to handle that either. Nope. Could not handle it. Another strikeout. How many is that? Is it double digits? It's 11. 11 Ks for the Juice in his pitching debut. See, this is why they paid him the 3-year, $70 million contract that they paid him for the pitching. Maybe the hitting will come in the little bit of a slow start with the hitting, but we're starting to figure it out with the home runs now. But the pitching, this is why you sign a guy like the Juice, to get his pitching acumen. We already have Shohei Ohtani on this roster, and now we have the next coming of Shohei. Maybe somebody even better than Shohei. Another clean inning. We go to the 8th, unless I have another hitting time. Yep, I'm up at the plate again. I've already got 2 home runs in this game, and I'm going to try to smash another one. Ooh, I was early. I knew at the moment I swung that I was going to be early on that. I'm just glad I didn't strike out or swing and miss. That would have been pretty embarrassing. I didn't miss that one, but I did. Oh, I thought I was going to fly it right to the left fielder. He jumps, could not get a glove on it. It's going to be a stand-up double. We've got 2 home runs, a single and a double. We're kind of cruising. We're cruising for a bruising. We go top 8 now. 4, 5, and 6 for the D-backs. Connor Wong pops that to foul territory on the left field side, third base side, and it'll be caught. All right, easy peasy. Love a good quick at-bat. Aranda comes in. Aranda stares at a fastball right down Main Street. Chooses to keep the bat on the shoulders. Chops that sinker foul, and we're going to pump a fastball right past him. He's not even going to know what hit him. And there it is. 101 on the gun. Strikeout number 12 for the Juice. They can't handle it. You can't handle the Juice. Too much to contain. Too much to contain. There's the sinker. Perfectly placed. And you know what? I'm not going to give him the fastball here. I'm going to give him the knuckler. He fouls it off. Good on him. And you know what? As your reward for fouling off the knuckler, you're going to get some high heat. You're going to get some stinky cheese. He fouls off 102. Are you kidding me? He fouled off 102? How about a little slide piece? Oh, it's paint. It's absolute paint. Froze him in the box. Couldn't handle it. He goes down, and we will go to the top of the 9th. They're going to keep me in the game. It's 6-0. Rico Salazar trying to get on base. We've thrown under 70 pitches in this performance. There's the sweeper. He fouls that off as well. Here, give him a little slide piece. The slider's always deadly, and it's deadly again. Another swing and a miss, another strikeout. That's K number 14 for the Juice on debut. 2 batters remain. Caldwell fouls off the fastball. We'll give him a sinker. He fouls that off as well. And we'll pump a fastball right past him. He won't be able to handle it. And there it is. K number 15 for the Juice. One more batter. It's Johnny Rosales. The fastball, strike one. Here comes the sweeper. He stares at it, ball one. Okay, good take. Good eye from Rosales. Here comes the sinker, strike two. Great location from the Juice. And we'll try to get him on the slider to end the game. He stares at it. All right, I'll give him the high heat. If you want the stinky cheese that bad, you should have just asked. And there it is. A perfect game for the Juice on debut. He had to do it. He had to go and prove who the greatest pitcher of all time is. In his first ever pitching game for the Yankees, it's perfect. It's as perfect can be. The Juice has done it. I mean, what did you expect? Did you expect anything less than perfection from the Juice when he steps on the mound? Getting the hugs from the boys. That's how you do it. 16 strikeouts. You've once again pitched a perfect game. Maybe this sport's getting a little too easy for me. Oh, a little cheekiness from the Juice. Okay. What was your approach out there? I was being aggressive. I was going after batters. Wouldn't let them breathe. I knew that we had the perfect game. I knew by like the 5th inning that I had a perfect game going. You had 16 strikeouts. A lot of my pitches were working today, that's for sure. The high heat was working. The slide piece was working. The sinker was working. You just threw 78 pitches. I was able to throw a lot of strikes. I barely threw any balls. I maybe threw like 6 in total. I guess we can find out when we simulate to the next thing. We went 4 for 4 with 2 home runs and a double and a single in that performance. We earned ourselves probably 28 tokens, I'd say. Yep, 28 tokens. That's a pretty good performance. And now we come in to finish the series against the Diamondbacks to open up our career as a Yankee. Here we go. We got a runner on. Got to impress. Got to impress. Ooh, we're trying to mash. And it didn't work right there. Missed opportunity. That one's not a miss. It's not a home run, but it is a base hit into left field. It'll move the runner to second. We get a single. It's not the home run I was looking for, but it is a base hit. Keeps that average going up. That's always the most important thing. And here we go. We're down 2-0. Diamondbacks trying to get a little spicy here. Oh, that's 2-1. This Yankee ballpark's very shallow. A lot of home runs are going to go out in this ballpark, that's for sure. That's home run number 3 for the Juice. Gets us on the board. And the Yankees tie it. It's 2-2 now. Tony Santillan is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. We better enjoy having an average this high in the numbers because we're not going to have that very long. That one's going to be out as well. Another home run for the Juice. It's the go-ahead. 3-2 Yankees. 4-2 Yankees now, bottom 8. Tyler Holton's on the mound. Let's see what we can do. Oh, that was a great pitch, and I should have smoked it. It was a cutter right at the chest, and I should have just absolutely crushed it, but I was a little early on it. That's okay. We still crushed a couple of baseballs. We sweep the Diamondbacks in 3 games, including a perfect game from me. I'd say that's a pretty wonderful, pretty spectacular debut as a New York Yankee. We got ourselves a package as well that we'll open. And we will end this episode. All right, let's go open a package here. Hopefully we get some cool diamond stuff. Probably not, though. It'd be nice to have. And we got gold gloves, but we don't really need that. I think we already have those. Batting gloves, yeah, we're already rocking some gold gloves now. I guess I could switch. These are kind of cooler with the white. You know what? Let's go for those ones now. We'll switch to those since we just got them. And they're still the same. They're gold, so... All right, we got all of our equipment updated. And then we will buy some stuff. So I said I wanted to go into my hitting here. So we've already got our power into the 80s. But it's going to cost 31 next time we want to do that. So let's first bump up our fielding to 50 because I was kind of annoyed at being 49. We've got our speed into the 80s. Let's pump a couple into contact just for a little bit. And then we'll pump one into power. We'll pump one into speed, and that leaves us with 2. Okay, I'm okay with that. We increased to an 81 overall. That's good to see. It's going to be hard. We got to earn a lot of tokens just to get our upgrades, get our craziness up. So we'll continue to grind that. And here's the game plan for what's going to happen for the next episode. So the next time you see the juice, it'll be 2034. Is that the end of the contract? It'll be 2033. So the next time you see the juice, we will have simulated all of this year, the 2031 season, all of the 2032 season, and all of the 2033 season. And we will jump back in when the next episode starts, either at the very end of the 2033 season or the playoffs of the 2033 season. That'll be where we pick back up. And then we'll go back into the off season, whether we win the World Series or not. We'll get a new contract from a random team, and then we'll do the same thing we did in this episode where we'll play the first series or two of that season where we debut with the new team, and then we'll do the same thing and just repeat it until we can retire with Juice's career. And I will obviously recap you on what happens in these 3 years of the Yankees if we win a World Series or multiple World Series or whatever happens, if we win MVPs or Cy Youngs or home run derbies or anything like that. Because right now our trophy cabinet's looking slightly bare. Slightly bare. We've got a few cool things like a Cy Young, a Rookie of the Year, a World Series ring, but we need an MVP. We need more World Series trophies. We need a home run derby trophy. We need more All-Star appearances. We need all kinds of stuff. So we gotta build up that trophy cabinet. So that's what's gonna happen in the next episode. I will see you guys there. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, though. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. How do you feel about Juice Jr. joining the team that is the big-time rival of the team that drafted him all those years ago, the New York Mets? We now join the New York Yankees. It's kind of controversial, but that's what I'm here for. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.